now 15-2 and back in the top 10 in the country. Hutchinson's Blue Dragon men are at home tonight to take on the Garden City Broncbusters. Garden City coming in at 7-10, contrasted with the Blue Dragons 15-2. The Blue Dragons have been busy since last Saturday. This will be the third time in 5 days that the Blue Dragons have played. First two, obviously, were good ones. They got a win here against Cali, 85-76. And on Monday night, way up in Northwest Kansas, the Dragons defeated Northwest Kansas Tech 85-78. Finished that game on a 17-8 run. Had a little bit of catching up to do with 6 minutes to go, but got the job done. So the Blue Dragons trying to keep the streak going. They're playing shorthanded, really shorthanded. James Rojas has been out for several games, may be out for a few more. And Saquon Singleton suffered a hip pointer in that game at Northwest Kansas Technical School. And if you've ever had a hip pointer, you know it's painful. He will try to play tonight. And Coach Steve Eck indicating that Saquon will be at about 70 to 80% in terms of what he'll be able to get accomplished. Coach Eck, by the way, the winningest coach ever in the history of Hutchinson Community College basketball. Every time he wins a game, he sets a new record. And Steve Eck will this year go into the NJCAA Basketball Hall of Fame. So best wishes to Steve Eck. Certainly nobody I know any more deserving of membership in that Hall of Fame than Coach Eck. Also want to pass along our thoughts to Josh Gooch, who is at home recuperating from knee surgery. Had knee surgery on the 2nd. Understand he's doing well. Ryan Hilty handling his rehab, and I know Ryan will make the big guy work hard. And Josh, I realize that your staff's doing a nice job, but it will be nice to have you back. Understand you're looking at maybe 3 or 4 hour days a few times next week. Get well. We all miss you. The Garden City Broncbusters are not accustomed to a 7-10 record. They are normally one of the powers in the western half of the league. Patrick Nee is the coach of Garden City. He's in his first year. Glenn, you were with the Blue Dragons up in Northwest Kansas. Hutchinson had to work hard to get a win there. I know you told me that Northwest Kansas Tech was about one player away from being very good.
Yeah, they really were talented. They pushed us to the limit, and that was a tough win. Of course, we were on the road, long drive out there. It took a long time to get back, not so long to get there, but because of the fog that came in, and came out with a nice win. By the way, I want to acknowledge First National Bank of Hutchinson, tonight's game sponsor, now receiving the signed game ball out of the half court with Steve Kappenman. So glad to have those folks with us tonight. But nice win on the road. We'll see how Saquon is, see how his pain tolerance is. I'm not in Rojas the same way a couple weeks before we see him again.
You know, as we sit here, that you're surrounded by educators.
I know it. Educators and people that work with money.
And that's a good combination.
That's a good combination.
Educators frequently have to go to talk to people who have money.
That's right. That's exactly right. You mentioned that Coach was in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Actually, that's in the NJCAA Overall Hall of Fame that he's being inducted to. So that is quite the honor. And he is just 3 wins shy of 600 junior college victories. And
if you like to look ahead, good chance to get one tonight. Pratt's in here on Saturday night. That would be 599, and 600 would come on Wednesday with a trip to Dodge City.
Mm-hmm. Darren and I'll be making the trip out there. So that's a big accomplishment at Butler, Cali, Redlands, and here at Hutchinson. Of course, the winningest coach here in Hutchinson history. So glad to have him along.
I'm going to say one thing about this game before it gets started. The shorts that Garden City is wearing, those may be the most yellow shorts that have ever seen the floor of the sports arena.
And right up there with Baylor's, aren't they? Pretty much.
They really are.
Color. I believe they're yellow, but of course their colors are gold and black. But this is a bright, basically gold or yellow, bright neon yellow and black numerals. So we'll be able to tell who's who pretty easy on the sidelines.
Blue Dragon women won easily in the night's first game, 87-56. They're unbeaten at 18-0 now. And the game on Saturday night, the women's game on Saturday night against Pratt, will be one that you want to put on your calendar. And not very many times in the last 10 or 12 years have we said that the Dragons have to be ready for Pratt coming in, because Pratt this year, they're nothing like what they've been. They are 15-3 in women's basketball in the league. We'll have that basketball game for you as well.
They're about to go to 4 because they're down by 5 to Seward at Pratt, 69-64 with 1:36 to go in the fourth. So, but everybody has a tough time with Seward. But you're exactly right. That'll be a good one. We need a big crowd in here on Saturday night to cheer on the Dragon ladies and the guys.
When you look at this Garden City basketball team, Rushard Cruikshank from Milwaukee, Wisconsin is the leading scorer on the team. He averages 12.5 for Jacob Pearson. And the other double-digit scorer is Jameer Thomas, and he averages just under 12. It's a team that can match up pretty well with the Dragons size-wise. In fact, might even have a slight height advantage in as much as Rojas is out of the lineup. So it's Hutchinson and Garden City, and we are so happy that you're sharing part of your Wednesday night with us. We'll try to make it as entertaining for you as we can. Right now, we're going to pause, take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with Darren Dunn's introduction of tonight's starting lineups. Back in 2.
Tax reform impacts virtually every tax return this year. That means yours, too. If you're wondering what that means for you and your refund, but don't want to spend hours reading the tax code, head over to H&R Block. No one knows tax reform better than Block. Their tax pros will help you find every credit and deduction available, so you get every dollar you deserve. Because wouldn't you rather spend more time thinking about what to do with your maximum refund and less time figuring out what a TCJA qualifying eligible dependent is? Hint, it's your kid. In person or online, Block has your back.
Visit H&R Block in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Vernon Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
This is Carter Fowle, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
Vehicles are getting pretty smart these days with semi-automatic control features that make driving easier. But riding an RCAT vehicle is easier yet. You don't have to do a thing.
Community College pep band with our national anthem as we get set. And now we'll go courtside with Darren Dunn with your starting lineups for Garden City.
Starting lineups. First for the visiting Broncbusters of Garden City. At forward, a 6'8" sophomore from Passaic, New Jersey, number 1, Jameer Thomas. At guard, a 6'4" sophomore from Plainfield, New Jersey, number 2, Jaleel Simmons. At guard, a 6' freshman from Duncanville, Texas, number 3, Jacoby Pearson. At guard, a 6' sophomore from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, number 11, Richard Krushank. And at guard, a 6'6" freshman from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 21, Tony Hopkins. The Broncbusters are 7-10, 2-6 in the Jayhawk Conference, coached by Patrick Nee in his first season, assisted by Ivan Leal, Todd Shelton, and Matt Miller.
Of course, Patrick Nee, the son of Danny Nee, who was a longtime Nebraska Monk. He said he talks to Coach McClain every once in a while, and several of the guys, such as Ben Davis and John Sweet and some other ones from that era. Let's go to the court side now, and Darren Dunn with the starting lineups for the Blue Dragons of Hutchinson.
Community College Blue Dragons. At guard, a 6'6" freshman from the Bronx, New York, number 1, Saquon Singleton. At guard, a 6'4" freshman from Washington, D.C., number 2, DJ Mitchell. At center, a 7-foot freshman from Nairobi, Kenya, number 5, Fred Odhiambo. At guard, a 6'3" sophomore from Dallas, Texas, number 13, Chris Giles. And at forward, a 6'8" sophomore from Jamaica, New York, number 15, Raekwon Taylor. The Blue Dragons are 15-2, 6-2 in the Jayhawk Conference, and number 9 in the nation. Coached by Steve Agg in his 10th season, assisted by Jay Syriac, Cortland Carney, and Javen Kendall. Officials for tonight's matchup, Mark Wagers, Chris Hill, and David Haynes.
Raekwon Taylor with a great game the other night against Northwest Kansas Tech. A really solid game with Saquon Singleton. You mentioned his hip pointer. We'll see how he goes tonight. He had a nice game. He fouled out of that contest, but we'll just have to see what takes place.
Dragons again. Glenn will be back in here on Saturday night. Yep. Pratt in town, and then it's on the road again.
Yeah, at Dodge City, and then we turn around and have Colby in here for Chili and Pie Night on the 26th, so be sure and give Julie a call, 665-3531, and indicate how many pies you're going to come. She'll give you the directions to where you need to bring those to. We're on the road at Barton on January 30th. That closes out January, and then Seward in here on February 2nd. Northwest Kansas Tech here on the 6th of February. Jumping center will be Taylor, and it's going to be controlled by the Blue Dragons as Giles comes away with the basketball. And Hutchinson will set up the offense. DJ Mitchell out top now to Saquon Singleton. Raekwon Taylor to Giles. They'll weave it out front. Work against that man-to-man. Shot put up from outside by Giles. Not there. The rebound's going to be cleared away by Thomas. And off the court comes the Broncbusters. I'm always used to those dark gold uniforms. This is hard to get used to, the bright neon gold. Ball kicked outside. Head fake by Pearson. They'll go corner right into the hands of Hopkins. Hopkins still with the basketball. They'll kick it back outside. Actually with it was Cruikshank. Ball sails into the backcourt. It's going to be over and back because ball was knocked away. Hutchinson trying to take advantage of the turnover here. Now we'll have the basketball. So Hutch will inbound. Tell Saquon's kind of tender with that. It's his left hip.
I think he'll get into it, though, as he gets warmed up. Game gets going.
Ball on the outside. Ball stolen away as DJ Mitchell drove inside. Here comes Garden City. They want to fly. They'll go down and score it. Scoring it was Jameer Thomas. Sailed to the air with a left-hand layup. 2-0 Garden City with the early lead. Singleton right side now. Mitchell out top down to Giles. He'll whip it left. Saquon goes down low to Big Fred. Fred Othiambo in the paint, loses the basketball. Coming out with it will be Garden City. They want to run. They'll drive down and miss the shot, but a foul's going to be called against the Blue Dragons. It'll be before the shot.
When you get the ball to Fred Othiambo at 7 foot, you do not want him dribbling it. Keep the ball up high, turn and shoot, or pass to a teammate.
Good point. And they're very quickly going to get into the ball game. Josh Perkins, freshman Josh Perkins, will check into the ball game. Ypsilanti, Michigan is his hometown. Here comes the inbound. Blue Dragons defend on it. Shot up and missing. Rebound, Othiambo. Blue Dragons get it out. Out the court we come. So Saquon Singleton will bring the basketball up. So Othiambo and jumper up and good by Singleton. Othiambo in there along with Blue Dragons big guy Josh Perkins. 2-2 tie. We're all locked up at 2 apiece. Ball on the outside now. Garden City works it around the outside. That's Cruikshank. He'll shoot it on his way off. No good. Battle for the board. Taken away by the Blue Dragons. Singleton. He goes down hard and hits that hip again. Here comes Garden City. A little drop shot up and good. And scored the shot for Garden City Simmons. And Singleton is down on the court right in front of us, sprawled out. And I think he came right back down on that hip where he has that hip pointer at. Not sure if he has the hip pads on or not. Ryan Hilty out to contend and check on him.
It may very well be that the Dragons will have to do without Saquon, and of course they're doing without Rojas. So if Saquon can't go, and he is really hurting.
He's in some pain. He'll step off. Looks like he's going to be okay, but we'll see if he can walk that out. The other night they really had to stretch him.
Yeah, started to say that the Dragons only have 9 healthy players on this basketball team right now. And Saquon may make it 8.
Malik Jacobs will check in. Wilmington, North Carolina is his hometown. He's a freshman, and that's who Steve said they will really have to pick it up. Jacobs will bring it up. Cross the timeline, angles to the right side. Mitchell with it over on the far right. Dribble penetration. Back outside now. Othiambo whips the pass inside to Perkins. Perkins on the dribble, loses the basketball.
Don't put it on the floor.
Hopkins comes out with it. Dribble penetration now by Simmons. Ball knocked away. Giles trying to get to it. Hustles down the court and ran down all the way back in the backcourt. Pearson comes up with it. They'll bring it back the other way. Pearson goes all the way out front, kicks it right. Deep corner right. They go with it down to Cruikshank. Drive down low, shot not there. Loose basketball picked up on the rebound on a miss. And Hopkins missed a couple underneath there. And coming up with the basketball was Josh Perkins. Hutchinson a little out of sync with Saquon Singleton out of the lineup right now. Got to settle in here. Here's a Mitchell 3. It's off, no good. Othiambo fights for it over on the far side. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Garden City basketball. And Booby's going to check in. Kamisoko out of the Bronx, New York, checks in the lineup.
Well, the first 3 minutes of this basketball game, if I told you that one team was 15-2 and the other 7-10, you might have gotten it turned around which one was which. Dragons have been outplayed so far, but down only a couple.
4-2 ball game. Garden City with the lead. Not losing the basketball was Garden City, but they keep it alive. Cruikshank, corner right. Good jumper not there. Ball sails out of bounds. Last touched off the Blue Dragons. It ricocheted off of Othiambo's arm.
Dragons have gotten up only 3 shots contrasted with 7 for Garden City.
11 on the shot clock. The ball comes in to Cruikshank. He'll roll to the top. Not sure they know how much time is left. 6 on the shot clock now. Cruikshank has it. Bubakar locks him up. Shot up and on his way and off, no good. Rebound's going to be cleared out by the Blue Dragons. Giles. Giles will accelerate, takes it all the way in, lays it up, and draws the foul. They might have whistled Thomas on the foul. Let's check it. It will be Thomas. So he'll pick up the personal. That'll be his first.
When you can get this Garden City team to settle for threes, you're doing your job. It's not a good shooting team from 3. 30%. Blue Dragons, who we think are just average, they shoot 38%.
Giles' free throw toss is up and good. So Hutch cuts it to 1 now. 4-3 ball game. Into the ball game, checking in will be Deshaun Woods out of Frisco, Texas. Swears number 33 into the lineup. And now Saquon Singleton will be back in, so he's going to be okay. See who else checked in. I think Hopkins came back in as well. Actually, Spencer checked in for Garden City. Traylon Spencer out of Fort Worth, Texas. Free throw by Giles. Second one does not go. He split the pair. 4-3 ball game. The lead remains 1 for Garden City. Garden with the rebound. Top left with the ball. They'll isolate and shoot the 3 from outside. And that's going to be Spencer knocking down the tray. 7-3. Garden City with the lead. Just under 16 to go in his first half of play. Lady Dragons winners tonight. Nice win for Hutchinson. The drive down low, shot up and good.
Strong drive to the basket by Jacobs.
Malik can get it done. He struggled in the first half there tonight, did a great job in the second half. There's a steal by Hutchinson. Malik Jacobs will bring it up, gives it off to Othiambo, feed down to Bubakar, and he will be fouled from behind. They're going to whistle this one on Hopkins, I believe. 87-56, that score for the Blue Dragon ladies tonight. Congratulations, John Onges and crew.
Foul was on Hopkins, as you indicated.
He'll pick up his first. Inbound comes in to Saquon Singleton. 3-pointer by Giles is good from way outside. Chris Giles from on the NJCAA logo on that north side of the gymnasium floor knocked it down.
First lead for the Dragons.
Yeah, at 8-7. Cruikshank, remember him from last year. He's a good one. Dribble penetration, spin moves, stolen away. Here comes Bubakar with the basketball. Wide open underneath Saquon, basket good.
Great look from Tommy Soto.
Well, he brought it down and then trailed him out, and the defender came with him like Saquon all alone, and a forced timeout. Hutch up by 3. We will take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more from the Sports Arena floor right after this 30-second timeout.
Just as the Hutchinson Blue Dragons athletics are a tradition,
Nextech Wireless has plans for every lifestyle, including our new and improved Advanced Pay Plan.
You got 2 running at the same time.
Coverage and data you want without a commitment.
Order off a great menu or take advantage of the Anchor Inn's awesome buffet. You'll make a great choice either way. It's also a great spot to meet up with old friends and acquaintances because everyone goes to the Anchor. That's the Anchor Inn at 128 South Main in Hutchinson. Proud supporters of Hutchinson Blue Dragon athletics.
Well, the Blue Dragons with a flurry and some nice court vision by Blue Dragons feeding down on the baseline for baskets. And all of a sudden, Hutchinson has a 3-point lead after trailing early.
A nice job right there with the Bubakar to bring the defender out with him. Left Saquon wide open all alone here on the outer perimeter. Garden City are working around the horn. There it goes over to Spencer, and travel call goes against Spencer.
And Big Fred was out there defending, making a nuisance of himself, and he, with those great big arms waving at you, he can be a distraction.
We talked about Kimbrough really improving. Hopefully Fred will pick it up here in the next month or so. He can be a force out there. You're right about the big and long arms. He's got quite a wingspan. Ball around the right side. He goes down to Othiambo. He'll kick it left side. Giles, 3 ball on his way. Rims off, no good. And a rebound's going to be cleared away by Garden City. Garden City will bring it up quickly. Left side, they'll gun it on its way. Shot up and missing. Goes over the rim, and Woods missed it. Here we go the other way. Saquon Singleton, athletic move, up and good. What a move by Saquon Singleton.
Didn't look like his leg hurt too bad there. He has 6.
One up on that left side of the rim and kind of angled back and bent backwards like a guy doing the limbo. Was able to put it up and in. 12-7 Hutch with the lead at 5. Crookshank drives in, kicks it back outside, jumper up, not there, air ball. Horrible shot by Woods. He missed everything. And up with the basketball comes the Blue Dragons. I normally don't use that term to describe a shot, but that's the way that one was. It was way short. A drive underneath. They go inside to Othiombo, and he'll draw the foul. Nice job by Jacobs to get the ball to Othiombo, and Big Fred will shoot free throws. Raekwon Taylor will check back into the Hutchinson lineup. Probably coming in for Singleton. Singleton with that left hip. You can see the ace bandage down around his thigh. Othiombo several dribbles of the basketball. Now he gets set. Free throw toss is up and good. Shoot the second one. Othiombo at the line. Free throw toss. Off, no good. Battle for the boards. Thrown away by the Blue Dragons, and he put it off, though, of a Garden City player, but Malik to say it's off of him out of bounds. Good hustle by Jacobs.
Good hustle by both players as they scrambled for it in the corner. 13-7.
Hutchinson with the lead by 6. Garden City sets it up on the outside. Shikakibi into the ball game now. Shikakibi out of the Bronx, New York. They'll kick it right wing in the hands of Woods. They'll drop it down low. Shot not there. Rebound cleared away by Raekwon Taylor. And here comes Jacobs up the court. Mitchell. Right side Giles. Giles looks inside. Pulls it back out. Still with the basketball is going to be the Blue Dragons. Malik Jacobs. Now on the left side, Boubacar. 8 on the shot clock. Boubacar. Kamisoko goes down baseline. Foul's going to be called. They will whistle this one, I believe, on Woods. Woods will pick up his first. Team 4th. 12:47 to go in this first half of play. Fred Othiombo will check out. DJ Mitchell back into the Blue Dragon lineup. Mitchell is a scorer from Washington, D.C. He's a freshman. Here's Kamisoko to Mitchell. Back to Kamisoko. Are they zoning? I believe they might be. Garden City in the zone. Right side, Mitchell guns it on its way. No good. Ball out of bounds. What do they say over the back? Nope, they just say out of bounds. Last touch by Jacobs. So Hutchinson will get up. Defensively, still in the man-to-man. Hutchinson. Here's Pearson. Bounce pass, trying to get it down. Low blocks underneath the Thomas. He'll reverse it. Layup good.
He is a big man, big and strong. Second basket for Jameer.
13-9. The score now. Hutchinson lead is cut just a bit, down to 4. Jacobs on Woods. Little contact, nothing called. Coming up with the loose basketball is Thomas. Steve Eck wanted the foul call, didn't get it. There we go the other way. Leaner up and good. Nice job by Simmons to take it right down the middle of the boulevard, and the timeout's taken by the Blue Dragons. It'll be a 30. 13-11, Hutchinson on top. 11:52 to go in this first half of play. We'll be back in a half minute.
If getting a new iPhone is on your wish list, then wish no further. At Next Tech Wireless, all smartphones, including the new iPhones, are 50% off. You can save over $350 on your new iPhone, and even trade in your old phone for more credit. Have multiple lines? That's even better, because your 3rd, 4th, or even 5th line will get you unlimited data free for a year. Next Tech Wireless has more than 50 store locations to serve you. Switch today and start saving. Certain restrictions apply. Phone guard required.
Pretty good basketball game going. We're 8 minutes in, 13-11. Blue Dragons with the lead. Hutchinson's been out-rebounded 10-6 in the early stages. Dragons shooting pretty well, 5 of 10, 5 of 14 for Garden City.
Lead is 2, 13-11 now. Kamisoko to Giles. Giles dribble penetration, but pull it back away. Here we go to Malik Jenkins. He'll drive inside and lay it up and in. They'll say, nope, it's on the floor. So he did not get the continuation call.
Fouled on the drive.
That's going to be called against Pearson now. That'll be his first. So a few fouls starting to stack up right now. The Busters with 5 and the Blue Dragons with only 1.
We're going to see R.J. Pear for the first time in the Garden City lineup, 6-foot sophomore from a town called The Colony.
The Colony, Texas, yep. That's down by the Houston area. Close to the Woodlands down that area. Pretty nice area, lots of trees. There's a steal by the Garden City Broncbusters as Thomas jumped up and caught the basketball. Boy, he is a big man. I'll tell you what, it looks like he'd be more of a football player than basketball. Ball on the outside, deep corner right. Garden City will pop the 3 from outside. It's not there. Thomas gets the rebound. No put back, doesn't go. Battle for the board. He gets another one, goes up. This time he scores it.
3 cracks at it.
And last time was right place, right time. We're tied up at 13 apiece. So a 6-0 run now by Garden City to lock it at 13. 10:56 to go in his first half.
Ever since Garden City went to the zone, the Dragons have struggled.
Here's Mitchell. Squares, shoots, right side. Nope, not there. Battle for the board. Taken away by Garden City. Othiambo's going to check back into the lineup. We go down the other way. The reverse layup, good.
It was scored on the reverse by Jacoby Pearson.
So Pearson gets the basket. Ball on the right wing. Hutchinson trails it now, 15-13. There's Taylor. He'll tie it up. Raekwon Taylor with the basket. 15-15 tie.
Raekwon's a really good jump shooter, medium range.
10:08 to go. We owe you a media timeout. It'll be coming at next dead ball. Ball on the outside with the ball will be Pearson. To Thomas. He'll take Raekwon down low. Ball knocked away from behind. Nice shot by the Blue Dragons to come up with the steal. Nice spin move underneath by Raekwon. Can't finish. Ball knocked away out of bounds. It'll be Hutchinson basketball. A lot of contact, but the call was not made. And that's the media timeout. 9:50 to go in the first half of play. We're locked up at 15 apiece. We'll be back with more coming your way in 1 minute.
Hi, Brian Bobo, General Manager at Midwest Toyota. And with a new year brings big savings on leftover models. Like a new 2018 all-new body style Camry LE with an MSRP of $26,549, now only $21,999. Or how about a 2018 Tundra 4x4, list of $41,278 for only $34,999. Hurry, because when they're gone, they are gone. So come see us at 1100 East 30th or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
At Strategic Financial Concepts, we realize that your essential income during retirement should be accessible, efficient, reliable, predictable, and protected from uncertainties. There may be more to be gained by avoiding losses than by picking apparent winners. When it comes to your finances, our lives are governed by cash flow and not the accumulation of assets. This is Jay Pitzer, and I'd love to have a cup of coffee and a conversation with you. Call 96-007-49. Securities offered through the ON Equity Sales Company, member FINRA, SIPC, Investment Advisory Services offered through ON Investment Management Company.
15-15. We played a little bit over half of the first half. Blue Dragons and Garden City having a battle. Garden City winning the battle on the glass right now, 13-8. That's an area the Blue Dragons need to shore up. Blue Dragons shooting the basketball a little bit better than Garden City.
I'm laughing at the sumo wrestlers as they hit the court over here. Let's see what they couldn't get back up. Here's the inbounds for the Blue Dragons. Rusty, I think before you're all said and done, got to get you in one of those. All ball on the outer perimeter.
You want me to stay till the end of my 50th year, or you want me to retire now?
Outside with the ball. Here's Singleton. He'll hold it high. Saquon gets the left side. Othiambo. Shot clock at 4 now. Hutchinson's got to go. Singleton kicks the right side. Bubakar's Kamisoko's shot doesn't go, but it goes out off the hands of a Garden City player. Hutch got a break.
Yeah,
they will get it back.
Hutchinson did not handle that possession well, but they got bailed out as the ball ricocheted out of bounds.
15-15 tie with 9:23 to go in this first half of play. Hutchinson kind of looked like they're going to take it away. They led it by 6, and Garden City went to that zone as
Dragons haven't shot the ball very well.
Feet inside underneath. Othiambo's shot not there. Rebound cleared out of there by Garden City. Going high for the rebound was Keevy. And we'll go the other way. Broncbusters Working on the outside. Here's Thomas. He'll shoot the rare three and hit it. How about that? Jameer Thomas from way outside knocks it down. And
biggest man on the floor goes outside for three.
He has 9. And an 18-15 lead now for Garden. Saquon Singleton loops one up. It's not there. Gets his own rebound back. No good. Garden City with the outlet. They want to run. They'll bring it up quickly. Back again to Thomas. Hill rolls down low underneath. Shot up. Not there. Tip try not there. Battle for the board. Taken away by Garden City as TV stayed with it.
Right now, Garden City wants it more than the Dragons. Timeout.
And a lead of 5 all of a sudden at 20-5. Garden City's rolled from behind and taking the lead by 5. We'll take a break and we'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Since Garden City went to the zone, the Dragons have been outscored 13-2. Dragons need to find an antidote for that defense, find a way to get something going, or they could dig themselves quite a hole. 8.5 till halftime.
Hutchinson will have the basketball with 8.5 remaining to go before intermission, as Rusty just indicated. 20-15, Garden City with the lead. Don't forget, Salt Hawk basketball tomorrow night from the Tournament of Champions, 7 o'clock tip against Dodge City out in the United Wireless Arena in Dodge City. Dan Nacarado along with Rusty Hills. Feet on high, Taylor at the free throw line. Bounce pass underneath, he goes. DJ comes out with it, they say he traveled.
Got up in the air, came down with it, and that's the Dragons' 5th turnover. They did get the ball
inside.
To the inside against the zone. Turnovers even 5 apiece. What isn't even is rebounding. Hutchinson being manhandled, 17-10.
Pearson will bring the basketball up. Seward handled Garden City pretty easy tonight on the Garden City home floors. The Seward's playing well. All the way through underneath, kicking it out with Simmons. Out top now to Thomas, who leads it with 9. There's a travel call. Yep, you're exactly right. Turnover against the Garden City Broncbusters. Top of the key, right side now. They go back left to Kamisoko. Here's Singleton. Saquon takes it up and scores it. Taking it up on his inside on his own and puts it right up and in.
He may be hurt, but he has been the Dragons' best player so far.
20-17. That kind of stops a little bit of bleeding right there. There's a drive down low, shot up and good. Scoring it, number 3, Pearson.
Dragons let him get loose on the baseline.
Hutchinson will set it up on the outside. Top of the key. They're working around on the right. TJ Mitchell. Mitchell's been quiet tonight. Still going to get that zone. Flash pass down low to Taylor. Reverses, puts it up and in. Raekwon with the basket.
Went underneath, used the basket to help it.
Hutchinson gets back defensively in a man-to-man again. Here's Simmons out front. He'll work on Raekwon. Takes it down low and travel call on Simmons. And he falls. Now there's some shoving going on underneath. Actually, one of the players was trying to help another one up, and all of a sudden a Garden City player came and shoved DJ Mitchell from behind. And Chris Hill talking with Saquon Singleton, kind of saying who did what here. And
Saquon with a big smile on his face.
Go check.
I've only seen Saquon lose his cool one time all season
that was
long.
At Iola, right?
Yeah, and he got a technical that was richly earned.
With the basketball out front now will be the Blue Dragons. They're down by 3, 22-19. Saquon Singleton puts it up, tries to get it done, gets his own rebound, goes up strong. I can't finish. Trying to get underneath. Here's Taylor. He'll go up strong. Can't get it done. Loose basketball. Othiambo loses it. Garden City comes out with it. Up the court comes Garden City. They got an opportunity to run that lead to 5 if they score here. Jumper up and on its way, and they will. Knocking it down was Cruikshank. And it's 24-19, Garden. Going to check into the ball game is going to be Josh Perkins. The drive all the way through. Bob Giles to get it back outside. Goes out to Singleton. He'll pick up the loose basketball and he'll reset it with 12 on the shot clock. Mitchell from 3. Way off its mark. No good. Rebound's going to be cleared out of there by Garden City. And Garden City will bring it on the run. And a timeout's going to be taken. A full 1-minute break taken by Coach Nee of Garden City. We'll get a break in. 5:51 to go in this first half of play. Garden City 24, Hutchinson Blue Dragons 19. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Your life is busy. Are you ready to open an account, apply for a loan, check your balances, make a transfer, deposit a check, pay bills? With electronic banking from The First, you can now take care of all your mini banking needs from the comfort of your home or office. Anytime, anywhere, 24/7. Visit fnbhutch.bank to get started. First National Bank of Hutchinson, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert F. of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Vernon Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
Less than 6 minutes left in the first half, and it is Garden City coming in with a losing record right now, using his zone defense to disrupt the Hutchinson offense and leading the Blue Dragons 24-19.
Causing quite a bit of disruption down there. You're exactly right. The lead right now, 24-19. It's kind of interesting that Danny Nee did take that, not Danny, as Patrick Nee did take that timeout. There's a spin move. Ball knocked away. Out of bounds at Sales. Last touch off the Blue Dragons.
Yeah, I think the timing of that a little bit strange because Garden City had things going their way.
Inbounding will be Garden City. Cruikshank. Here comes the inbound. He'll let it fling and comes all the way back out to Pearson. Pearson dribble penetrates, goes up strong, can't get it done, but the putback basket is good. And scoring it was number 21, Tony Hopkins. Hopkins was able to put it up and in. It's a 7-point lead at 26-19 for Garden City.
Dragons led by 6, so this has been quite a turnaround.
Giles pulls it back. Left side to Jacobs. Left wing Singleton. Drives on the baseline. Takes Kelly all the way baseline. Turns it over. Cruikshank comes down. Right side baseline. Cruikshank will gun it on his way up in the corner right and hits the 3. That's a huge one. A 10-point lead, and Garden City starting to celebrate a little bit on the court. A 1-minute timeout taken by the Blue Dragons with just under 5 to go. 4:57 to go in the first. A 10-point Garden Broncbuster lead, 29-19. We'll be back in 1 minute.
For over 15 years, Erickson Custom Building has designed, built, and remodeled homes and commercial projects in central Kansas. Whether you're looking to replace a deck, wanting to build an addition, or remodel your kitchen, our customers receive individualized attention, quality craftsmanship, and exceptional customer service from start to finish. Erickson Custom Building offers new construction and remodeling services in addition to commercial and insurance projects. Visit our website today at ericksoncustombldg.com.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112. Are you tired of your dusty or muddy driveway? APAC Kansas Shears Division is here to help. This is Derek Fees. Call us and ask us about our asphalt millings. If you are a do-it-yourselfer, arrange for pickup or delivery at your convenience. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Since Garden City switched to the zone, they have outscored the Dragons 22-6, and a 6-point Hutchinson lead now is a 10-point deficit.
A little bit of full court pressure now by Garden City to work against the Blue Dragons, putting pressure on them. Saquon Singleton gets it up, and Giles will bring it across the half court. Singleton left side, all the way to Taylor. Taylor works inside, ball thrown away. Taylor came across out top, and Steve Eck throws his arms up in the air and walks back to his bench.
Dragons are playing like a team that wasn't ready to play so far.
They'll hand it off to Crookshank, who'll go top side left. Over the right wing, quickly into the hands of Pearson. Slowing things down, the 3 ball won't go. There's Taylor with the rebound. That's going to bring it up. Blue Dragons had a 6-point lead at one time. Right now they trail it by 10, so that's a 16-point turnaround. Here's Malik Jacobs. He'll kind of hit a 2. He gave him a 2, top of the key. Jacobs.
Boy, it was awful close to a 3. As it is, it's a basket Hutchinson badly needed.
Well, they really did. 4 points now for Jacobs. Out top, there's Pearson. He'll kick it right. Up around the outer perimeter. 3-pointer up and on its way. Rattling out, no good. But the putback, big time, up and in by Hopkins. That ball scored, and he soared with it. Went up and stuffed it home. 31-21. That was a big-time move by Hopkins on the rebound, putback.
Somebody did not put a body on their man.
Here's Giles. Gets it up and in. Ball knocked away, and referee comes over and talks to me about something. Well, that was a big-time basket out the other end by Hopkins and answered by Giles down at the Blue Dragon end.
Hopkins was more spectacular, but they both counted.
Yeah, you're exactly right. 31-23. Garden City's lead is cut a little bit.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how this Garden City team has lost 10 games.
Outside right, this basketball be picked up by Hopkins. He'll drive inside and draw the foul. It'll be on the Blue Dragons' Taylor. Check that. They got it on Saquon Singleton. And Raekwon looks at him and smiles because he says, I thought that was going to be on me, and I couldn't figure it out there for a second.
That's only 2 fouls on the Blue Dragons, which tells you that the Dragons have not been guarding particularly close.
At the line will be
Hopkins.
Hopkins, yep.
Ordinary free throw shooter.
Indianapolis, Indiana is his hometown. There's something about basketball there. Shot up and missing. We'll shoot a second one. Back into the lineup. Simmons returns. Jaleel Simmons out of Plainville Field, New Jersey. So Simmons gets set to shoot a second one. 3:10 to go in his first half of play. Hutchinson trailing 31-23. Free throw toss is up and good. So 32-23 the lead for Garden City. A 9-point edge. 3 possessions. Here's Hutchinson. They'll work it around the outside. Giles.
Extending the zone out a little bit farther.
Jacobs wide open underneath Mitchell. Basket good. Nice job by Malik to look and see on Mitchell. He just snuck wide open on the baseline. That's down by 7. 2:48 to go in the half. Crookshank just about throws it away, but they run it down into the hands of Simmons. Right in front of Coach Eck. Simmons, corner right. Back out top, around the horn. Left wing. Backing in a little bit. And travel. Jump ball, basically. That's what they're going to call. Possession there will be Garden City's way.
Yep.
Getting airborne was Spencer. Traylon Spencer went up, and somebody got a hand on it. Here comes the inbound. They get it in quickly. Nice move underneath. Shot does not go. Tip try not there. Saquon Singleton comes out with it. Then there's a foul call, and they're going to get this one on Spencer as he banged into him. Nice job by Saquon Singleton to stay after the basketball. That will be the team's 5th. 6, exactly. Now they just put it up. Thank you.
Nobody with more than 1. How about that? 6 fouls. Nobody in the game with more than 1 foul.
Singleton playing hard with that hit pointer. One down hard earlier on. Had to come out for just a little bit. And we'll right side over to Jacobs. They're packing that zone down low. Hutchinson should be able to shoot their way out of it. There's a drive by Taylor up and good.
Big time move.
Raekwon Taylor. 6 points now with 2:03 to go in the half. Hutchinson down by 5. They tripped it. Cut it in half. There's a drive down low. Loose basketball. Shot won't go, but a foul called. Bodies all over the place. Singleton will pick up the personal, I believe. Chris Hill will tell us. It will be on Saquon Singleton. And on Singleton, that's his second.
Dragons have out-rebounded 17 opponents by an average of 13 rebounds a game. In this game, in the first half, Hutchinson's been outboarded 22-14.
At the line, shooting the free throw will be Jacoby Pearson out of Duncanville, Texas, just north of the Dallas area.
58%er.
Up and missing. Called that one good. We don't miss shoot the second one. He will shoot a second one. Free throw toss is good. So he split the pair. Makes it a 6-point ball game at 33-27, a minute and 51 to go in his first half of play. Here's Jacobs. Singleton getting a little bit of a rest. Feed out high to Kamisoko. He'll work on Simmons. Takes it inside. Can't finish it, though. And a rebound's going to be cleared out of there by Garden City as Kamisoko tried to come up with the easy basket. Was not able to get it. Garden will bring it up. They'll set up the offense. Pearson with the ball. They're content to work a little clock here as they lead it by 6. They'll dump it down low.
Game's being played at Garden City's tempo. There's a nice
block. Taylor. Raekwon will bring it out. Here's Jacobs. Jacobs, top of the key, accelerates, takes it to the right side. Ball knocked away out of bounds. Foul called. Or is it saying out of bounds?
I think it's just going to say out of bounds.
I think you're right. I saw the left hand go off, so I thought there was a foul indication. Jacobs will inbound right side baseline. 20 on the shot clock, a minute and 5 on the game clock. Hutch needs to score here. They'll get it outside to Kamisoko. There's Giles. They'll pull it back a little bit. The Dragons some way got to swing it a little bit, get that zone to move.
Pass the ball around is a good way to do it.
Follow-away jumper by Kamisoko doesn't go. The rebound's going to be carried. Had a good look. Garden City comes up with it. 40 ticks left on the clock. 23 and difference in the, about 12 seconds difference in the shot clock and game clock. The drive down low, shot and a foul. They're going to whistle this one on the Blue Dragons.
Dragons are giving up a lot of drives to the basket all of a sudden. And the most effective at doing that has been Jacoby Pearson.
Kamisoko picks up the personal.
His first.
At the line will be Pearson. Free throw toss up and good. 34-27. Hutchinson letting Garden City kind of pull away now at the foul stripe.
Hutchinson has had only 3 free throws in the first half, which tells you how little the Dragons have been able to take it to the basket.
Free throws up and good. So back to an 8-point lead again at 35-27.
Now, I'm Hutchinson. I think a lot about maybe taking the last shot of the half.
Garden City with the lead. Here's Taylor. He'll gun and miss a lot. Missed everything on the left side of the glass. Here we go the other way, and down the court comes Pearson all the way through. Stolen away by DJ Mitchell. 8 seconds to go. DJ underneath they go. Kamisoko can't finish, but he'll shoot free throws as he's hit hard on the baseline, and will go down with 5.6 to go, and will be shooting free throws. He knows he should have probably tried to get that one to go down. The foul's going to be charged against Pearson.
And now finally somebody in the game has 2 fouls.
Kamisoko at the line. Actually, now they put number 2 up there, so Simmons might have picked up that foul.
In that case, nobody has 2 fouls.
Free throw toss. Off is marked by Kamisoko. Sailed to the right side and missing. They shoot a second one.
Boubacar is just a 50% free throw.
Kind of showed her right there. Here in the ball game checks Hebe. Sheikh Hebe. Here comes the free throw by Kami Soko. Free throw toss is up and good. So he split the pair. Lead is 7 now for Garden City with 5.6 to go. Hutchinson trying to travel. Yep. Jumper up in the corner, up and no good. Put back, not there, and halftime is here. Hutchinson trails by 7 at halftime. 35-28. We'll add up all the numbers. Take a look at the stats as we return. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Again at halftime. Broncbusters 35. Hutch Blue Dragons 28. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
The Hutch Medicine Shop and the Hutch Blue Dragons have a lot in common. In addition to our logos both being blue, all 3 pharmacists at the Medicine Shop graduated from HCC. Rick Stone in 1984, Brent Bellman in 2001, and Lacey Stone in 2007. In fact, the Medicine Shop has employed over a dozen HCC students over the past 15 years who are now Kansas pharmacists. The Medicine Shop and the Blue Dragons working together as one team.
Tax reform impacts virtually every tax return this year. That means yours, too. If you're wondering what that means for you and your refund, but don't want to spend hours reading the tax code, head over to H&R Block. No one knows tax reform better than Block. Their tax pros will help you find every credit and deduction available, so you get every dollar you deserve. Because wouldn't you rather spend more time thinking about what to do with your maximum refund and less time figuring out what a TCJA qualifying eligible dependent is? Hint, it's your kid. In person or online, Block has your back.
Visit H&R Block in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
The Rothy family name has always been connected to serving the Hutchinson community, and you can expect the same kind of high-quality service when you visit Rothy Family Flooring. They believe you deserve to be treated like family, so they've invested in their own talented and trustworthy installers to lay your floors. No outside contractors will ever knock on your door if Rothy works for you. Let them show you their expansive selection of name brand flooring, and trust your home to the best. Rothy Family Flooring, 325 North Main, Hutchinson.
To anyone considering a change in family doctors or looking for an attentive primary care physician who's more concerned about you than your insurance, welcome to Prairie Star Health Center. We offer health care held to a higher standard with a choice of dedicated, compassionate physicians. Experience the difference you'll feel when you have a patient-centered medical home. Prairie Star Health Center, 30th and K61 in Hutchinson.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Sports Arena. 35-28, Hutchinson trailing the Garden City Broncbusters at intermission. Hutchinson took an early lead. We were locked up early on, and then Hutchinson took the lead, was up by 6 at 13-7, but saw Garden City go on a pretty good run, and Hutchinson right now trailing it by 7. Hutch did cut it to 5 late in that first half of play, but Hutchinson with a 7-point lead at halftime. It's time for the Medicine Shop in-game capsule, brought to you by the Little White Castle at 14th and Main, where I went in and got the other second shot of my shingle shot today. The vaccination, they have it in. They didn't get a lot in, so if you're due for that second shot, you'll probably be getting a call from Rick and the gang. But Lacey with the softest touch did her thing today. Now my arm is a little sore not from her shot, but from what I got.
Now you know that automobiles need oil.
Yep.
And they're discovering now that the human body may need oil as well. CBD oil is going off the shelves at the Medicine Shop just about as fast as they can bring it in.
Exactly.
You ask what's CBD oil for? Pain. We've all got them. Maybe you could loosen things up with a little bit of oil. Anxiety. We've all got anxiety. Really, in all seriousness, give CBD oil a try. You'll find it at the Medicine Shop. The most telling statistic in the first half of this game, other than the fact that the Dragons did not do a decent job of attacking the zone at all, the only other telling statistic in the first half, rebounding. I've raved about Hutchinson as being a tremendous rebounding team. Not tonight. It's supposed to be hard to rebound out of a zone, but Garden City not finding it hard at all. They lead the rebounding at halftime 24-15. The Dragons are not shooting well, 12 of 31, 39%. Garden City a little better, 14 of 31, 45%. The Dragons have made 1 tray and 6 tries, Garden 3 in 9. Free throwing not a factor, although the Dragons have missed half of 6. Garden City have made 4 of 6. Turnovers, Hutchinson did a decent job of holding that down to 7. Garden City has 9 bobbles in that first half. For the leading Garden City Broncbusters, a 7-point lead. And it came about like this. Jameer Thomas, probably the biggest player on the floor, stocky built kid who can really jump, even made a three-pointer, knocked down 9 points. 7 points for Jacoby Pearson. A couple of players contributed 5. Rushard Cruikshank and Tony Hopkins. 4 points for Sheikh Hebe and 2 for Jaleel Simmons. Dyjon Woods played in the first half but did not score. I also neglected to mention 3 points by Traylon Spencer on a three-pointer. For the Blue Dragons in the game's first 20 minutes, Saquon Singleton, 8 points. 6 points each for Chris Giles and Raekwon Taylor. 4 points for Malik Jacobs, 2 for DJ Mitchell. Bubakar Komisoko had 1. Fred Othiambo had 1. Now, when you look at the fact that Garden City averages 77 points offensively, gives up 72, Blue Dragon comparable numbers are 92 and 72, you realize that it is Garden City dictating the tempo in this basketball game. And it's going to be hard to get the Garden City Broncbusters sped up unless Hutchinson can start getting its share of rebounds. But the Blue Dragons at the moment trailing by 7 at the break, 35-28. More halftime from the arena in a couple of minutes.
We all like to save money when and where we can, right? You can do that every day at Salt City Pawn and Jewelry. Hi, this is owner Paul Phillips inviting you to stop in and say hi to our friendly staff. And while you're here, check out over 3,000 square feet of great merchandise priced at outstanding values. We don't have to offer huge sale prices for one day only when we do that on a daily basis. Save big over retail prices on firearms, electronics, guitars and amps, name brand tools, video games, jewelry, and more. See us at 916 East 4th and Hutch, just east of 4th and Severance. We're proud to be alumni and supporters of all Blue Dragon athletics.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert F. of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Vernon Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
This is Carter Fowle, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
Vehicles are getting pretty smart these days with semi-automatic control features that make driving easier. But riding an RCAT vehicle is easier yet. You don't have to do a thing. Just stand along the route, wave your hand at the driver, and hop on. RCAT is first come, first served general public transportation that travels throughout Hutchinson and South Hutchinson hourly, on weekdays from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on Saturday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call 694-2913 for further information.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Sports Arena. 28-35. Dragons down by 7 to the Garden City as they're in the locker rooms talking things over right now. Second half just around the corner. And you just tuned in. Lady Dragons winners tonight, 87-56. Seward had a lot of close games. They were finally able to win 71-68. Their women down in Pratt, as Pratt giving the Saints all they could muster up, and the Pratt Beavers, now 15-4, will be in here coming up on Saturday night to take on the league-leading Blue Dragons, who are undefeated at 18-0 and ranked number 4 in the nation. On the other side of that, some other games going on right now. Cloud settling in. Well, actually, Coffeyville settling in up at Cloud, and Cloud with the trailing in that contest 30-18. First half of play about at the medium mark right there in that one, as that's taking place up at Cloud on the east side. Dodge City ladies lost by 3 to Barton tonight. A three-pointer wide open 3 was missed by a Dodge City player at the buzzer, and Barton was able to get back in the win column on ladies action to win it. I think it was 48-45 was the final in that one. In men's play at midway at the medium mark down at Pratt, it's Seward 25, Pratt 14 in that contest. A couple other games to talk about tonight. Again, Barton and Dodge are going to be going on a little bit later on, so we'll see what happens there. And Colby also hosting Northwest Kansas Tech tonight. That's out in Colby, so we'll catch you up with that one as well. Later game tonight, Butler is at Allen County on that east side as well. Here is 35-28. Now, a couple dates I want to pass on to you. One of them is the 26th of January, which is the chili and homemade pie night here at the Sports Arena. That'll be over in the little court on the North Gymnasium number 3. If you want to bring a pie, and we really do need pies, give Julia a call at the Sports Arena office at 665-3531. And she'll give you all the instructions of what time it needs to be there. That starts at 4:45. And gives you plenty of time to come out and enjoy some chili and pie and take on watch the Lady Dragons in action against Colby. That'll be coming up on the 26th of January. So that's a couple big dates. Another one is next Monday night. Come on out to the Polo Bar and Grill. John Onges' Dragon Talk live from the Polo. We had a great crowd last night. Really had a great turnout last night on an off night because it was Tuesday. We usually do that on Monday, but everybody really came out, and we had a great participation, and we appreciate the Polo for sponsoring John Onges' Dragon Talk, also brought to you by Midwest Ford and Toyota. Steve X Dragon Talk also at 6 o'clock each and every Monday night, and we have one more Monday, February 11th, which will be a road trip to Pratt that we will not have Dragon Talk on those nights. We'll move those over to Tuesday. So right here, it is 35-28, a 7-point lead at intermission for Garden City. And Blue Dragons got to figure some things out, Rusty, coming up in the second half.
Well, they have to be able to do what they've been doing all year long, and I'm not sure why Garden City has been so successful at keeping the Dragons off the glass. And the Dragons, they're a good team when they out-rebound opponents, and they almost always do. They are not a great shooting team from three-point country. I mean, you look at the stats, 38%'s not bad, but the Dragons just won 3 in that first half. I think if Hutchinson starts getting their share of rebounds, that the Dragons will come back and have a great chance to win this game at the end. But this is a 7-10 Garden City team. And to be successful in this league, you have to defend your home court, and the Dragons have done that so far. They haven't lost on this floor. Don't want to start tonight.
See what's going to happen here as we get closer to the start of the second half of play. Again, Saquon Singleton playing hurt. He's about 70% from what Rusty indicated on the pregame. And, of course, without James Rojas, that picked 17 points out of their lineup, James had to been coming in off the bench, and he hurt that elbow-shoulder combination, kind of thinking he's going to be out for at least a couple more weeks, possibly maybe even longer. So somebody's going to have to pick up the slack, see what's going to happen here in just a little bit. Let's take another 2-minute timeout and get set for the second half of play. It's halftime. Busters 35, Dragons 28. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Just as the Hutchinson Blue Dragons athletics are a tradition, so is the Anchor Inn in downtown Hutchinson. Whether you plan lunch or dinner or even take out for home, the Anchor Inn is a great family restaurant that you are sure to enjoy. Order off their great menu or take advantage of the Anchor Inn's awesome buffet. You'll make a great choice either way. The Anchor Inn is also a great spot to meet up with old friends and acquaintances because everyone goes to the Anchor. That's the Anchor Inn at 128 South Main in Hutchinson, proud supporters of Hutchinson Blue Dragon Athletics.
Next Tech Wireless has plans for every lifestyle, including our new and improved Advanced Pay Plan. Get the nationwide coverage and data you want without a commitment. Plans start at $30 per month, and you can get unlimited everything for as low as $35 per month. Activate a new Advanced Pay Plan and receive a free Moto G4 Play. Or receive your first month free when you purchase a new phone or bring your own phone. 'Tis the season for savings. Visit Next Tech Wireless today. Certain restrictions apply.
Hi, Brian Bobo, General Manager at Midwest Toyota. And with a new year brings big savings on leftover models. Like a new 2018 all-new body style Camry LE with an MSRP of $26,549, now only $21,999. Or how about a 2018 Tundra 4x4, list of $41,278 for only $34,999. Hurry, because when they're gone, they are gone. So come see us at 1100 East 30th or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
At Strategic Financial Concepts, we realize that your essential income during retirement should be accessible, efficient, reliable, predictable, and protected from uncertainties. There may be more to be gained by avoiding losses than by picking apparent winners. When it comes to your finances, our lives are governed by cash flow and not the accumulation of assets. This is Jay Pitzer, and I'd love to have a cup of coffee and a conversation with you. Call 96-007-49. Securities offered through the ON Equity Sales Company, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through ON Investment Management Company.
Well, whatever Steve Eck had to say to his Blue Dragons, it was short and sweet because the Dragons were only down in the locker room for 6 or 7 minutes, right back out. Hutchinson has to do a lot of things differently because what they did in the first half saw them go from a 13-7 lead to a 35-28 deficit. So if you do the numbers, that means that after the switch to the zone, Garden City scored 28, the Blue Dragons 15. So that's got to turn around.
I think Hutchinson will have the basketball as we start this second half of play. They're down by 7 right now. Garden City breaks their huddle, slow to break their huddle, but Hutch will inbound, and DJ Mitchell will do the honors. DJ's one that's kind of got to get to going. He's scored a little bit, but not nearly.
2 points in the first half.
You know, you look at the zone. He could be a zone popper as you shoot it up from the outside.
2 points from DJ Mitchell, 1 from Kami Soko, and 1 from Fred Othiambo. They all played significant minutes.
Giles will bring it up. Saquon Singleton with the basketball. He has 8 points in that first half of play. Here's Giles, weaves his way in. Back to the man-to-man now. Ball knocked out, and Giles comes up with it. Nice job by DJ to get it back to him. 14 on the shot clock. Here's Taylor. Weaves his way back outside. Trying to get down to Othiambo. 7 on the shot clock. Singleton, he'll isolate. Kicks it right. DJ Mitchell with 3 on the shot clock. Shoots it up and on his way. Rims off, no good. Ball hits iron, and it's taken away by Garden City. They're on the run all the way down. Mishandle it. Ball thrown inside. Loose basketball on the court. Jump ball called. And it's going to be last touched out of bounds, they say. Not a jump ball, but they say because of the Blue Dragon, Giles was laying on the baseline. Last touched out of bounds by him. So inbounding will be the Broncbusters. They lead it by 7. Now one of the players for the Garden City Broncbusters goes over to the corner to get attended to by a trainer. And let's see if he's going to have to come back or not. That stoppage of play right now. And let's see if they need to substitute for him or not. We'll get set here in just a second. He's still being attended to. Now we get
all right. Big smile on his face.
He'll inbound left side baseline. And now we get set. Here comes the inbound. Garden lobs it way out front. They'll reset it. Go left side with the ball. That was Pearson. And led by the big man, Thomas, with 11 points. There's a foul call that's going to be on Othiambo. Fred Othiambo will pick up the personal. And on Fred, that'll be his first.
But it gives a fresh shot clock.
Here comes the inbound. Long pass out front to Thomas. He gives it up. Back in the hands of Pearson. Top of the key. Garden City works around the horn. Dragons in their usual man-to-man. Drop it down, kick it back outside. And with the basketball now, Simmons. 5 on the shot clock. He's got to go. Drive in, block. Right back in the Garden City's hands. They got the shot away. It rims around and goes down a two-pointer. Scoring it was Pearson.
And that came as the shot clock went to 0.
Pearson knocked it down, makes it 37-28. Hutchinson, Big Fred puts it up, not there. Ball knocked away, but he gets it back inside to Taylor. He goes in strong and gets grabbed, and the foul's going to be committed underneath. Foul's going to be charged against Pearson, and Pearson will pick up the personal.
And now he has 2.
And Taylor will shoot free throws. Raekwon Taylor. Jamaica, New York's his hometown. Told me the other day, graduating class, 4,000 in the class.
I'd hate to sit through that ceremony.
Free throw toss up and good. Teetered on the edge for a second, came back in.
Can you imagine how long it takes 4,000 people to walk across the stage? I think I'd mail them.
Second free throw by Taylor's up and good. So Taylor got them both. Raekwon with 8 points. Hutchinson cuts into that lead now at 7, 37-30. Blue Dragons match up. Thomas that is, back outside, now into the hands of Pearson. He's cat quick. Kicks it back outside. Cruikshank. Kick it over on the right side. Shot clock at 9. Back to Thomas. He'll drive inside. Loose basketball. Reach-in foul called. Got bailed out with 5 on the shot clock.
DJ Mitchell.
Mitchell will pick up his first. Saquon with 2 personal fouls, and for Garden City, Pearson with 2. Here comes the inbound. 18:06 to go, and there's a steal as Mitchell comes up with it in the second half of play. DJ Mitchell got called for the palm as he started to pass the ball and saw Saquon get covered up and tried to save it and was not able to.
This is a game in which possessions are going to be really important in the second half. Garden City is not going to run up and down the floor unless the Dragons can somehow force the issue. They're going to take their time.
Cruikshank brings it left, back out top. They'll work it over on the right side. Dribble penetration by Thomas. Might have got away with the travel. They'll go back inside. Here's the 3 by Cruikshank. Off its mark, no good. Ball sailed out of bounds. Last touch off of Garden City. So the Blue Dragons will have the basketball. Hutchinson will bring it up and set it up. Saquon Singleton, left side to Taylor. Raekwon with 8. Need him to bust out. There's a Giles 3. It rattles out, no good. Mitchell put back, yes. And he had 1. Mitchell got it to go and was fouled underneath. Count the basket. And the foul's going to work against Thomas. Hit him up the side of the head, they said. That'll send DJ to the line to shoot the free throw.
And Jameer Thomas, second foul.
Hutchinson has the edge in this series, 135-47. They just about played Garden City more than they played anybody else in the league. It dates way back to 1929. Free throw was good by DJ. That's the lead to 4, 37-33. Hutchinson trying to mount a comeback. Here in Hutchinson, the Blue Dragons are 73-9. They need home cooking right now for sure. All knocked away. Last touch off of the hands of Simmons. So the Blue Dragons will have it. And quickly, Hutchinson rallying back here. Here's Mitchell. Saquon Singleton down low to Ilthiambo. Soft hook. Up and on his way. No good. Rebound cleared underneath by James. Ball pops out. Saquon runs it down. He'll set it up. Saquon. Singleton drives in. Loops one up. Shot not there. Fred Othiambo with the rebound. Foul on the floor. And Steve Eck barking at the official, trying to get a call to go his way. Thomas picks up another personal. It'll be 3 on him.
And that could start to be a factor. He is a horse in there. He is one big human being.
Fred thinks he's shooting free throws, but he's not. They're going to inbound left side baseline. Hutchinson trying to do what Hutchinson does. And pound it on the inside. Othiambo had a good look. Ball comes into Mitchell. Outside Raekwon. It sails out in his hands with a foul call. 2 shots coming away of Raekwon Taylor.
The foul goes on Jaleel Simmons, and it will be his second.
So at the line will be Raekwon Taylor.
With a pair of charities coming.
He really had a great game up in Northwest Kansas Tech. Free throw toss, up and good. Hutchinson's last loss to this team was 9 years ago here on this home court.
Most of the games
on the
here
home court
have been pretty close, though.
Free throw toss is up and good. They lost in 2014 away, 84-73 out in Garden City. Both free throws remain. It's a 2-point ball game, 37-35. Garden City's big lead has been cut down. There's a block and a foul called on the Blue Dragons.
I think they must have tagged Saquon from his reaction to it.
I think their indication I saw was going to be on Taylor. That'll be his second. Saquon's reaction was probably, he thought it was a pretty good block down low. So in the act of shooting at the line, shooting free throws will be Tony Hopkins.
Again, not a good free thrower, 58%.
16:34 to go in the second half of play. It's a 2-point ball game. The Dragons have rallied back a little bit. Free throws up and good as Hopkins kind of quiets the crowd. Shoot a second one. Shoot a second one here. 3-point lead for Garden City. Spins the ball. Puts it on the floor. Now he gets set. Here comes the toss. It's up and good. Made them both.
Crowd was into it, trying to make him miss. He did not oblige.
4-point lead, 39-35. Garden City, but Hutch back in it. After trailing it in a big way at intermission. Ball on the outer perimeter. They'll go top of the key with it. Saquon Singleton isolates. Takes it down low on the baseline. Kicks it back outside. Here's Raekwon. He'll back it in. Works on Crookshank. Goes down low. Shoots it up. Not there. Ball's loose. Basketball picked up by Giles. Trying to get to it. It was Giles. Garden City came up with it somehow, some way.
Good hustle.
Here comes Pearson. He'll spin. Kicks it underneath to Thomas. Got Big Fred up on his feet, and Thomas picks up the foul on Fred Othiambo.
I don't think there should be any shots here. He was bent down. He had not started shooting yet.
He was not shooting. On the floor is what Chris Hall indicates, the referee, Chris Hall. It will be inbound to the left side baseline. On Fred, his second.
Why does Fred need to get up in the air anyhow?
Exactly. Good point. Here comes the inbound.
At 7 foot, you're already there.
Garden City on the outer perimeter. Angles to the right side. Tell you what, he jumps and runs the floor pretty well. Here's Crookshank. He goes left side all the way through. Kicks it back outside. There's a Hopkins three. It won't go. Tipped up, missing by Thomas. Last touch out of bounds. They say Saquon got a hand on it.
Too many offensive rebounds.
Keeby would check in. He's going to take Hopkins' place.
Rebounding 30-21, Garden.
A 4-point Garden lead, 39-35. 15:37 to go. In the second half of play. Low scoring game comparatively to these two teams playing each other. Keeby, right side, over to Pearson. And a foul call, offensive foul, team control foul. Foul's going to be charged against Jake Keeby.
That's 5 fouls on Garden City in a pretty short period of time, 4.5 minutes. Dragons could conceivably shoot some free throws before this was a whole lot deeper into the second half.
Giles off the pick set by Othiambo. Back out top, Saquon Singleton. Singleton on the top, takes it inside, starts to create, and he goes down, nothing called. Here we go the other way, and the drive all the way down, the reverse, foul called underneath on Mitchell. And Mitchell just about had to do something down below, or Pearson was going to get it done. Pearson averages 12.2 points per ball game. Little freshman. Go to the line to shoot the free throw.
3 of 4 in the game at the line.
Free throw toss is up and on his way and good.
Boy, some ordinary free throw shooters are knocking down a high percentage in this game.
Lead back at 5 now, 40-35 for Garden City at 15:04 mark. Free throws up and missing. Rebounds cleared out by Taylor. The Blue Dragons will bring it up.
Just about every possession needs to be productive.
Mitchell to Giles. Giles drives in, draws the foul. Foul's going to be charged against Pearson. He'll pick up his third.
Might be his fourth. Nope. Third.
Not a shooting situation. Inbounding will be Giles. Left side baseline. And kicks it into Singleton. He's going to work on Simmons. Kicks it back outside. Mitchell, straightaway three. Got it! Oh, we needed that one. That's a huge three. 40-38. Hutch cuts it to 2. Garden City basketball with the lead by 2. DJ Mitchell now with 8. Ball on the outer perimeter. Keevy dumps it down low baseline right. Shot too hard. Not there. Singleton on the missed shot put up by Spencer. And a foul called at half court. They're going to whistle this one against Cruikshank.
Won't be any free throws here, but for the remaining 14 minutes, the Dragons will shoot 1 and 1.
Actually, they say that's the 7th.
All right, I must have missed one.
So at the line will be Saquon Singleton. They gave the foul on Spencer. That'll be his 2nd. At the line is Singleton, shot up and missing in front end of the 101, and the rebound's going to be cleared out there by the Garden City Broncbusters. Set it up left wing. 14:08 to go. Out top now, and hand it away to Spencer. Dribble penetration. New face on the lineup. Elijah Kelly's in there. Back outside, Cruikshank. We'll shift gears. Back outside. Three-pointer on its way by Spencer's good from outside. And that's a big one. That answers the Mitchell three. Back to a 5-point Garden City lead now. Jacobs across the timeline. He came in a little while ago over to Saquon Singleton. Outside, Malik Jacobs pulls it back a little bit. Just about throws it away and does.
Careless pass.
Giles was pretty far over on the far sideline, our far sideline, if you're watching on the Blue Dragon Sports Network, the near sideline. And
pretty simple pass across court, and it was thrown at least 3 feet off line.
Made him come down with a heel on the line. So the lead is 5 for Garden City, and they have the basketball. Mitchell's 3 a little while ago cut it to 2. There's a travel call. Changing pivot feet. Tony Hopkins, well, he didn't change his feet, but he changed the pivot. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yes, I do.
He had established one and then decided to establish the other. Outside, Blue Dragons. Mitchell with Cruikshank tight on him. Mitchell drives all the way down on the baseline. Shot up and good, but they won't count it as the shout foul was before the shot. Mitchell comes up a little gippy. Foul's going to be charged on Cruikshank. That'll be his 2nd personal. Mitchell still trying to walk off. He must have evidently got stepped on the ankle or toe, maybe.
Again, it'll be 1 and 1.
Here's Mitchell. Free throws up and good. Mitchell will shoot the 2nd one. Wipes off both feet with his hands. Now he gets set.
If Steve ever quits coaching, he could be a good lawyer because he pleads his case more or less continuously.
Free throw toss. Off, no good. Rebound's going to be cleared out by Garden City. So DJ missed on that one. The lead is 4 for the Garden City Broncbusters. Out top. Right side, over on her far right side. They go to Kelly. Back in the hands now of Keevy. Loses the basketball, but coming up with it, out of bounds of Sales. They say last touched off of Blue Dragon. Boy, I don't know about that. Looked like Hopkins sailed out of his hands, but
7 to shoot as they inbound.
Hutchinson needs to lock it down defensively here. Here comes the inbound from Cruikshank. Gets it right in, ball knocked away. Last touched out of bounds off of Taylor. 6 on the shot clock now, so the 2nd came off the clock. Trying to get the easy one inside. They'll kick it back outside, corner right now. Dribble penetration, they'll kick it back outside. They'll drive down, ball blocked, shot clock violation. No basket, so Hutchinson will have the basketball. Good stop for the Blue Dragons. Down by 4, 43-39. Hutchinson will bring it up with 12:42 to go in the second half of play. Here's Mitchell. Accelerate, pulls back away. Singleton directs traffic. Giles steps, goes left, draws the foul. And Giles will be shooting the free throws. Foul's charged against Pearson. No, check that. Spencer, and he'll pick up his third. Slowly but surely, Garden City starting to get a little bit of foul trouble. See how it plays out for the remaining 12:29 of the contest. Free throw toss is up and off its mark by Giles. Shoot a second one.
1 of 3 so far. Not up to his standards.
Chris out of Dallas, Texas. Walked on last year at Oklahoma University. Free throw toss is up and good. So they split the pair. It's 2 out of 4 now from the line for the night. Giles with 7 points to his credit. Hutchinson locks it in defensively. 12:17 to go in his second half of play. A 3-point ball game at 43-40. Dribble penetration. He'll kick it left side. Garden City shoots the 3. Cruikshank rims off, no good. Battle for the board. Taken away by the Blue Dragons. Singleton. Saquon gets it to Mitchell. He'll behind the back dribble. Shot won't go, but a foul's called. As Saquon got it down to Mitchell. Now Mitchell needs to hit free throws. Got a little fancy with the behind the back, but still nice move to take it to the rack. And he'll shoot free throws.
And all of a sudden, Traylon Spencer has 4.
Spencer coming off the bench out of Fort Worth, Texas. As we indicated, picked up his 4th. And 6 points tonight. Mitchell at the foul spot. He has 10 points. The lead is cut to 2. Now back in checks Thomas. He comes back in. He's been a little bit of foul trouble in this second half of play. The guy has 11. He has 3 fouls on him. Substitute as well. Cruikshank checks out, and also back in is Pearson. So Mitchell gets set. Free throw toss, up and good. Got them both. Those are 2 big free throws right there. And it is a 1-point game at 43-42. Garden City with the lead. Hutchinson has rallied back. Was down by as many as 10 at one time in the first half of play. There's a foul called on the outside. And Singleton will pick up the personal.
His second.
At the line will be Thomas shooting free throws.
Well,
No, they will not. He's standing at the line, but he's not going to be.
It's 3 on Saquon.
They got the inbound. Sure is. Singleton had caught one earlier. Now Thomas backs in against Raekwon, and there's a little floater in the lane. Bouncing, no good. And a foul called underneath. And it's going to be against the Blue Dragons. Or are we walking down? Nope, we're walking down. It's against Garden City.
And that is Jacoby Pearson, the foul.
So Pierce picks up the foul. That will be his second. The way we were acting, nobody was moving, Rusty, and I thought it was going to be on the Blue Dragons. And slowly...
each team has a number 3 on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Slowly, the Hutchinson Blue Dragons started walking to the east end, and now it'll be Giles at the foul stripe. Free throw toss is up and good. And we're tied at 43 with 11:36 to go. Took that long to get back to the tie. Now we have a warning on the Garden City bench. So 43, well, I guess we're not tied. 43-42 is what they have up on the scoreboard. Free throw toss. This one off, no good. So it remains a 1-point ball game. I stand corrected. Out the court.
Hutch should have 43.
I think so too.
I don't think the scoreboard is right.
Dribble penetration, jumper up, good. Scoring it was Simmons.
Now, I am not 100% sure, but I think Hutch should have one more point.
Timeout's going to be taken on the floor. A full 11, one timeout's going to be taken in 1 minute. 11:18 to go. We'll try to sort it out. Dragons down by 2 now, 45-43. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Your life is busy. Are you ready to open an account, apply for a loan, check your balances, make a transfer, deposit a check, pay bills? With electronic banking from the First, you can now take care of all your mini banking needs from the comfort of your home or office. Anytime, anywhere, 24/7. Visit fnbhutch.bank to get started. First National Bank of Hutchinson, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, the Blue Dragons had it tied at 43. They did indeed put the extra free throw up on the board, as they should have. But then a quick jumper at the other end by Jaleel Simmons. Garden City back on top by 2. Long ways to go. And these teams have battled and battled. There's a lot of conversation going on the basketball court.
Giles lets the ball roll all the way across. Now he picks it up. Now they'll start the clock.
Let it roll all the way into the forecourt.
All the way into the forecourt. First time I've seen that happen. I mean, I've seen it happen before, but not at this point in the ballgame. There's a jumper put up underneath by Malik Jacobs, and he can't get it done. Garden City comes out with a loose basketball. Crookshank will bring it up. Usually see that late in the contest, not at the...
But never let it roll that far.
10:56 mark. Ball comes out high. Garden City works it right side. With the basketball's Thomas. He'll drive in, throws up a shot, puts it up and in.
Nice reverse.
He kind of avoided the contact, was able to put it up and in, the lead back at 4 again. Here's Raekwon. He'll go inside strong, not there, gets his own rebound. Ball comes back outside with the ball. Will be Giles. 16 on the shot clock. Here's Malik Jacobs. Goes in strong and scores it. And Steve Eck now gets warned. The basket is good. They give the warning to Steve Eck because he wanted the N1 and didn't get the call. But the basket was scored by Jacobs. Pulls Hutch within 2 at 47-45. Garden City will bring the basketball up. A while ago when Mitchell hit that free throw, it was tied at 43 all.
Yep. Dragons have not led in the second half.
Back over on the right side, that's Keevy. They'll flash it down low. They go down low to Hopkins. He'll back in on Saquon and draws the foul. Saquon is standing straight up with his hands up in the air. Saquon needs to be careful because you don't want to get that next one. He's going to pick up his 4th, and he's going to head straight to the bench. Referee was kind of looking over his shoulder to see if there was going to be a reaction. And there was a reaction, but Saquon headed straight to the bench, and he will substitute. And Booby Kamasoko will check into the Blue Dragon lineup. At the line will be Hopkins. Free throw toss is up and good. 48-45. The lead is 3. Singleton's going to step out of the contest and take a seat. Free throw shot up and good. Both free throws made by Tony Hopkins. And the lead back at 4 again, 49-45. 10 minutes to go. We owe you an immediate timeout. Get a take a next dead ball situation. Mitchell. That's electing to slow things down, make it a half-court game. On the left side, Giles. 3 balls good. Hutchinson pulls it within 1 at 49-48 with a 3 by Giles. 9:41 to go in the contest.
That is just the 3rd basket for the Dragons in the second half. It was a big one.
Ball on the outer perimeter to pull it back away. That's Simmons. He'll take Giles to the right side. Hutch jumps out to stop him. Now Thomas works on, and a blocking foul called on Raekwon Taylor. And on Raekwon,
3, I believe.
That'll be 3. Timeout's going to be taken, immediate timeout. 9:18 to go in the ball game. Hutchinson down by 1. Garden City shooting free throws when we return right after this 1-minute timeout.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Burning Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
The Hutch Medicine Shop and the Hutch Blue Dragons have a lot in common. In addition to our logos both being blue, all 3 pharmacists at the Medicine Shop graduated from HCC. Rick Stone in 1984, Brent Bellman in 2001, and Lacey Stone in 2007. In fact, the Medicine Shop has employed over a dozen HCC students over the past 15 years who are now Kansas pharmacists. The Medicine Shop and the Blue Dragons working together as one team.
Well, anybody's basketball game, Dragons have been behind just about all the way since they had an early 6-point lead. Got it tied at 43, trail 49-48. Garden City on the free throw line when we return. 9:18 to play in this game.
1-1 for Thomas.
Jameer Thomas, 52% free throw shooter.
Well, it hadn't affected them too much.
No, it really hasn't. They've been making a lot of free throws. This is a team that does not shoot well at the line, just 61%. But they've been knocking them down in this one.
Free throw toss up and good.
They continue.
Broncbusters up by 2, 50-48.
6 of 7 in the second half, for example. 10 of 13 for the game.
Thomas 13 points, make that 14 as he converts on both of those. Ball game, a 3-point lead now. Giles will bring it up. Kamisoko up top. Now they're zoning again. Last time they zoned, they really made the big run to have that big halftime lead. Trying to get it down low. Bad pass by Malik Jacobs. We go the other way. And a travel call. Nice job defensively by the Blue Dragons. Mitchell, he kind of went up and under Thomas, and Thomas decided to take that extra step and try to take it to the rack and got called for the travel.
Can't force it to the inside against the zone. You got to move the ball side to side.
Giles thought about it. Kamisoko out front now. Left side of Mitchell. Spin move by Taylor back on top. Mitchell the 3. Follow-away jumper does not go. Loose basketball coming up with it will be Thomas. Steve Eck not pleased with the shot by Mitchell from out top side right there, but he can shoot the 3.
It's early in the shot clock, though.
Ball over to the right side. That's Hopkins with the basketball. Drives in, shoots it on his way up over Malik. Basket's good. Back up by 5 now, 53-48. Just when Hutchinson gets close, Garden City's able to settle in and get a couple baskets, and a timeout's going to be taken. 8:14 to go in the ball game. A full 1-minute break coming your way. Dragons trail it by 5, 53-48, but have the basketball. We'll be back in a full 1-minute timeout.
For over 15 years, Erickson Custom Building has designed, built, and remodeled homes and commercial projects in central Kansas. Whether you're looking to replace a deck, wanting to build an addition, or remodel your kitchen, our customers receive individualized attention, quality craftsmanship, and exceptional customer service from start to finish. Erickson Custom Building offers new construction and remodeling services in addition to commercial and insurance projects. Visit our website today at ericksoncustomBLDG.com.
Welcome to the Hutchinson Medicine Shop. With the emergence of big business, not only in pharmacy, but all industries, the Medicine Shop is proud to be a thriving local business in Hutchinson. We're so thankful to our customers in Hutchinson, Reno County, and Central Kansas for your support. In turn, we're proud to be a major sponsor of the Hutch High Salthawks, as well as other area high schools, the Blue Dragons, Chiefs, Royals, Jayhawks, and Wildcats. You support us, and the Hutchinson Medicine Shop supports local sports.
A long ways to go in this game, but with the Dragons down by 5, 8:14 to go, you just feel like every possession is a big one because Garden City is scoring on a pretty good percentage of their possession.
All right, Hutchinson will inbound on that far side. Our far side it is. If you're watching the Blue Dragon Sports Network stream, it's your far side. Here comes Malik Jacobs. Lobs it inside to Taylor, loses the basketball, but gets it back. Now he'll go inside, a blocking foul called. This will be a double bonus situation now for Taylor. Taylor getting a little frustrated. No contact made. The foul's charged against Hopkins. That'll be his second. Raekwon Taylor should make a New York. Sophomore played well the last couple of games. Here comes the free throw here. Nice rotation of the ball. Free throw's good. 53-49. Cuts that lead down to 4. We'll shoot a second one. Hutchinson trying to rally back. Free throw toss. This one out, no good. Halfway down it came out. It's a 4-point lead at 53-49. Garden City. Garden City's basketball. Crookshank. Just under 8 to go. Lots of time for either team. The lob down low to Thomas, and he'll be fouled on Raekwon Taylor, and he'll pick up the personal.
Yeah, Thomas got behind Raekwon. Raekwon playing in front of him.
That'll be his 4th.
Yep. And that's a big foul. That's a big mistake defensively.
Thomas at the foul stripe. Free throw toss is up and good by Thomas.
You got to think this is pretty close to a career night for this team free throw wise.
He'll shoot a second one. Free throw got them both. 55-49. The lead back at 6. Hutchinson's going to have to dig deep here. Malik Jacobs capable of knocking down threes from outside.
Hutchinson trailed by 7 at the half. Hasn't cut it down much at all.
Had it tied at one time to 43. There's a foul called. This one's going to go towards Crookshank. And every time that happens now, Dragons are shooting 2. So if they can hit free throws.
But they've been making one of 2.
You're right.
So often. Now it's Giles up there. And Giles tonight has made 3 of 6.
Free throw toss is up and good by Giles. He'll shoot a second one. Free throw toss up and good. Got them both. All right, a 4-point ball game at 55-51. Garden City with the lead and the basketball. Crookshank brings it up, pounds the ball on the floor. His right side. Back on the left wing. Dragons are zoning now. The feed down low to Thomas. Goes up and lays it up and in.
Dragons have so many foul troubles. If I'm Garden City, I'm going to Thomas every trip down the floor.
Kamisoko, left side out of Mitchell. There's Malik Jacobs, drives in, goes up strong, draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
And that was another situation where Jameer Thomas was standing with his hands straight up. I'm not sure they called the foul on him, however.
Hutchinson doing a little bickering back and forth on the floor at each other, and they need to kind of come together here. They're down by 6. Got an opportunity here with the clock stopped. That's what you want. Shoot free throws and cut it down a little bit. Here we go. Free throw toss is up and good. Jacobs. Malik with a little bit of a quiet night with 7 points. Goodland, he was really frustrated in the first half. He was 0 for 5 at halftime. He came back and got her done. There's a missed free throw, and rebound's going to be cleared out by Garden City. 5-point lead.
Another 1 of 2 trip at the line.
Garden will bring it up.
Inside 7 to play.
Left side of the basketball, top of the key, though, working around. Now Thomas with it. They're going to take some time. They'll flash it inside, back outside again. Corner right, shot up and missing. Rebound's going to be cleared off. He's going down, trying to get the foul call was Keeby. We go down the other way. Malik Jacobs takes it in strong, and he'll draw the foul. It'll be on Keeby. Check that. It's going to be on number 21, Tony Hopkins. Hopkins will pick up the personal.
Yes, 3.
So Jacobs with clock stop. Down by 5, 57-52 with an opportunity here to shoot the free throw. Free throw toss is up and good. He would get an opportunity here to shoot a second one. Deep free throw, the shot up and missing, and missed the second one. And the lead remains at 4, 57-53, Garden City. Top side, Cruikshank. Cruikshank's out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Left side, they'll work it back around the right. They'll flash it in high. Kick it back on the right side. Cruikshank. They're going to do corner right with the Simmons. Skip it all the way across, out of bounds. Bad pass. Cruikshank could not get up high enough to get it.
It was going to be a shot clock violation anyhow. Shot clock was at 1.
He used all 6 foot of himself to get up there, but couldn't get to it.
6 minutes to go.
Hutchinson has an opportunity. Down by 4 here with the possession. Kamisoko to Mitchell. Squares, shoots, 3-ball, good! Hutchinson pulls it within 1 at 57-56. That gets the crowd riled up. 5:38 to go. 1-point ball game. Garden City leading. Zone defense by the Blue Dragons because they're in big-time foul trouble. They'll shoot the 3. Rims off, no good. Blue Dragons get the rebound. Malik Jacobs will bring it up. Jacobs into the forecourt. Thought about it. Also in there right now is Josh Perkins down the low blocks. He's battling Thomas. Blue Dragons flash it to Malik Jacobs into the lane. Goes up strong. Has a rejected out of bounds. Hutchinson will have the basketball with 13 on the shot clock. Inbounding will be the Blue Dragons.
It was a very clean block.
Here comes the inbound from DJ Mitchell. Lobs it into Perkins back outside. Hutch gives it to Bubakar Kamisoko. Kamisoko backs it away.
Shoot. Somebody's going to have to put it up.
Mitchell, the long 3 for the lead. He got it! 59-57 Hutchinson. Big, long 3 by Mitchell. Now they got to settle down, play some basketball here. The 3 back the other way, and the lead is back on the Buster side, 60-59.
Cruikshank.
60-59, Garden City. 4:33 to go. Saquon Singleton. Here's a drive by Mitchell. Not there. Out of bounds of Sales. It'll be Hutchinson's basketball. Here comes Raekwon Taylor back in. Saquon Singleton returns. Josh Perkins will take a seat, as well will Bubakar Kamisoko sit down. Will be sitting down. So Hutchinson will inbound with Mitchell doing the honors. They'll lob it out to Singleton. Saquon drives inside, takes him down low, puts it up and in. Dragons back up. 61-60. Singleton went down, but he's all right. He's back up.
Heck wanted a timeout. Didn't get it.
Hutch with the lead. 4:10 to go. Back out again. Dribble penetration. That was Pearson. 3-ball. Nope, not there. Battle for the board. Coming up with it, and a foul called. They're going to get it on Malik Jacobs on the floor, I believe. Foul's going to be on Jacobs. Nice offensive board by Spencer out there, and he'll shoot free throws. Both teams in double bonus the rest of the way.
Now, here's a guy who is a pretty good free throw shooter.
And he'll have 2 shots to try to tie and give Garden City the lead again. Free throw toss is up and good. Sometimes it works, sometimes
Garden
it doesn't.
City has just made a bunch of free throws. 10 of 11 so far in the second half. On the road, that's hard to do.
And shoot the second one. Free throws off, it's marked no good. Singleton's there for the rebound, so Hutch will bring it up. They were 4 out of 6 in the first half of play. 61-61 tie. Giles, Singleton out front, playing that point guard position. Here's Giles. Dribble penetrates, gives it off to Singleton. Sails out of bounds off of Singleton. The ball will go back over to Garden City. Garden will bring the basketball up. 3:35 to go. Tied up at 61 apiece.
Zone, is it?
Yeah, pretty much extending out. Matching out high on the outside. Ball comes out high again. Dribble penetration, little looper, up and good. Scoring it was Pearson, a 2-point basket and a timeout taken. Busters lead at 63-61. Half-minute break coming your way. 3:17 to go in the contest. Second half of play. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112. Are you tired of your dusty or muddy driveway? APAC Kansas Shears Division is here to help. This is Derek Fees. Call us and ask us about our asphalt millings. If you are a do-it-yourselfer, arrange for pickup or delivery at your convenience. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Well, the Blue Dragons haven't had a whole lot of them this tight going down the stretch. They're going to have to play well over the final 3:17.
63-61, Garden City with the lead. Hutchinson basketball. Malik Jacobs. Left side now to Saquon Singleton. Singleton over to Giles. Back to Singleton. Kicks it left. Malik Jacobs hands it underneath to Taylor, trying to come up with it. Ball sails out of bounds. Possession will stay with Hutchinson. The last touch off of Garden City. Possession is pointing the Garden way, so be aware of that. Ball comes in. Singleton drives inside. Ties it up with the basket inside. 63-63 all. And now the 30-second timeout will be taken by the Blue Dragons with 2:55 to go. It's going to be a full 1-minute break. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Tax reform impacts virtually every tax return this year. That means yours, too. If you're wondering what that means for you and your refund, but don't want to spend hours reading the tax code, head over to H&R Block. No one knows tax reform better than Block. Their tax pros will help you find every credit and deduction available, so you get every dollar you deserve. Because wouldn't you rather spend more time thinking about what to do with your maximum refund and less time figuring out what a TCJA qualifying eligible dependent is? Hint, it's your kid. In person or online, Block has your back.
Visit H&R Block in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
The Rothy family name has always been connected to serving the Hutchinson community, and you can expect the same kind of high-quality service when you visit Rothy Family Flooring. They believe you deserve to be treated like family, so they've invested in their own talented and trustworthy installers to lay your floors. No outside contractors will ever knock on your door if Rothy works for you. Let them show you their expansive selection of name-brand flooring and trust your home to the best. Rothy Family Flooring, 325 North Main, Hutchinson.
You would think that Garden City would look to get it inside to Jameer Thomas. He has been really hard for the Dragons to handle.
Garden City will have the basketball. Hutchinson will not put pressure on. With 2:55 to go, we're tied at 63 apiece.
Dragons, are they going to sit back in the zone? I suspect they will.
They will stay in the zone, but they're going to spread it out a little bit. Hutchinson's not used to playing that much zone, so left side, and flash it inside, 15 on the shot clock, nearly turning it over as Garden City, but they kept it alive. On that right wing, back to Thomas, he'll drive in, loops up a shot and scores it.
he has been the player of the game for Garden.
19 points for Thomas. 65-63 Garden. And Malik Jacobs saves it, but then steps out of bounds on the corner. Being a little sloppy with the basketball, turns the ball over. It'll be Garden City basketball with 2:19 to go.
And that is really, a lot of those long passes. That's a costly turnover. Garden a chance to make it a 2-possession game.
Garden leads at 65-63. Clock moving along, 2:16, 2:14 now. I'll hand it off left side. That's Simmons. The Dragons need to stop. And on the right side, Jacobs drives forward and calls a timeout. He got the steal and the timeout taken by Malik Jacobs. Let's keep it here. It's going to be a full. With 2:03 to go. What effort that was.
That might be the defensive play of the game from a Hutchinson standpoint. Malik Jacobs dove on the floor, realized he was in trouble, had the timeout, used it. Dragons get the ball back down to 2 minutes, 3 seconds to go in a game that has been about as tight as one can be over the last 15 minutes.
Well, you go back, we were tied at 9. Hutchinson led it by 6 at one time.
Led it 13-7.
Yep, 13-7. We were tied. Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking of the girls' game. Led it by 6, then all of a sudden saw it slip away from them. Trailed at halftime.
35-28.
And have been able to come back and tied it at 43. Got it tied again at 63 and at 61. And got a Busters with a 2-point lead for the Blue Dragons basketball. We remind everybody the Blue Dragon Annual Chili and Homemade Pie Feed coming up on January 26th from 4:45 to 7 o'clock in the North Gym, number 3. Also, don't forget the 8th Annual Blue Dragon Pink Out Night, February 2nd versus Seward County, sponsored by Midwest.
You and I ought to have some fun with that one.
Might have to do that. You got some good-looking pink outfits.
I got some pink, but I'll never outdo that pink tuxedo that you rented.
Tuxedo, yeah, that was a pretty good deal. All right, here comes Giles up. He lets it roll into the full court again. Blue Dragons will set up the offense. There's Mitchell to Giles out front. Under 2 to go now. Singleton to Mitchell. Back to Giles. 3-pointer. Got it! Big 3 by Giles. Hutchinson up by 1, 66-65 with 1:43 to go.
Third time Hutchinson's had a 1-point lead.
Giles with 16 points in the contest. They'll lob it underneath to Thomas. He'll go up strong. Foul called. I think it's going to be on Jacobs. And it'll be 2 shots coming for Thomas now to tie and maybe give Garden City the lead by 1. Wow. And Steve Eck played in his case. Referee comes down, shakes his head, nope.
Thomas, 52% free throw shooter, has made all 4 of his charities in this game.
You got big hands, coach. That's all.
Takes his time. Here's the knee bend. Free throws off, no good. So all he can do is tie with 1:31 to go. Free throw toss up and good. We're tied at 66 all with 1:31 remaining. Hutchinson will bring the basketball down. Saquon Singleton out of the Bronx, New York. The pass out high down to Mitchell. DJ gives it up to Giles, who's at big time tonight with 16 points. The drive down by Malik Jacobs draws the foul. Bodies everywhere. Thomas goes down. Malik Jacobs goes down. Let's see if he's going to be okay or not.
He just came down awkwardly. Foul will go on Jameer Thomas.
Yep.
He has 4 now. May not be a factor.
Waiting for Jacobs to get up. Now he will.
Yeah. You can substitute for him if he's hurt. He landed very awkwardly.
Sure did.
He came down right on his stomach.
And he's got to shoot the free throws, so he will get set. Raekwon Taylor thought he might have came down awkwardly on his knees, what he's telling Coach. Jacobs with 8 points, trying to get into double figures with 2 free throws here and break this tie. Here comes the toss. Up and good. 67-66 Hutchinson. A minute and 17 to go. Malik Jacobs, Wilmington, North Carolina. Free throw toss up and good. 2-point Dragon lead now. Hutchinson puts a little four-foot pressure on Garden City, and they have to burn a timeout. Hutchinson surprised them a little bit with the press. Out of that 2 free throws and a full 1 minute break. Let's get a half a minute in. 1:17 to go in the contest. Dragons leading by 2. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
To anyone considering a change in family doctors or looking for an attentive primary care physician who's more concerned about you than your insurance, welcome to Prairie Star Health Center. We offer health care held to a higher standard with a choice of dedicated, compassionate physicians. Experience the difference you'll feel when you have a patient-centered medical home. Prairie Star Health Center, 30th and K61 in Hutchinson.
Well, 2 free throws by Malik Jacobs have given the Dragons their first 2-point lead of the second half. Hutchinson forcing a timeout because the Dragons came out and put a little bit of full court pressure on her, at least showed that look. Garden City spent the timeout. Broncbusters playing from behind, and they got to be just a little cautious because Javier Thomas, who's the best player in the game so far for Garden City, plays with 4 fouls. He can't be overly aggressive.
Hutchinson's going to put a little pressure in the backcourt. Not on the ball. Fans are up on their feet. 117 to go. Ball comes in quickly. Thomas gets it back in the hands of Simmons, and Simmons will bring it up the court. Gives it off to Cruikshank. Cruikshank isolates right side. Dragons back to the man-to-man again. Dribble penetration all the way down baseline. Falling down with a foul called. It's going to be on Raekwon Taylor.
And it will be 5.
And Raekwon just fouled out of the contest. He finishes tonight with 11 points. And Hutchinson will have to substitute. Steve Eck asking for an explanation. And Bubakar Kamisoko will check in.
And who's going to be up there at the free throw line? It will be Hopkins, a 58% free throw shooter, 5 of 6.
Yeah, he's been better than that tonight.
He's been 83% tonight.
Minute and 3 to go.
Free throws are tougher in a close game.
Free throw toss is up and good. Pulls him within 1 at 68-67.
Give him a lot of credit. Crowd is doing everything it can to be distracting.
Reminds me, you listen to Blue Dragon basketball on 102.9 KHT in Hudson and KWBW 1450 AM and 98.5 FM in Hutch. Free throw toss, got them both. We're tied at 68 with a minute and 3 to go.
Big time free throwing by Garden City.
Wow. Yeah, especially in the second half, they have been red hot. Hutch just set it up. Saquon Singleton hands it up to DJ Mitchell. Mitchell backs in. Pulls it back outside. Saquon. Jacobs got big. Here's Saquon. He'll kick it outside. Blocking foul call. They're going to whistle this one on Thomas.
And he's done.
Yeah, they're showing 3 up on the board, but let's see what they have up there. 4 now.
They call. All right. I'm a little overly zealous trying to get him out of there because he has been a horse. All right. Big moment. Saquon with 2.
Singleton trying to break the tie. Free throw toss is up and good. Bubakar checks out. Big Fred checks in. 69-68 Hutchinson. Saquon Singleton with 41.4 seconds to go has a big free throw right here. With his fourth, no, he misses it. Free throw comes out. It was halfway down and came out of there. And with the basketball now will be Garden City. A 1-point Dragon lead of 31 seconds to go. 19 on the shot clock. With the basketball is Pearson. Garden City, they'll work it. Simmons. Back outside. Left side, Cruikshank gets a step on the defender. Not there, but a foul called. And with 2 on the shot clock and 12 and a half on the game clock, it will be Cruikshank going to the line to shoot the free throw.
I think they called it on Saquon, and he's got.
And Singleton fouls out of the contest with 12 and a half seconds remaining. And Boubacar Kamisoko will check into the lineup. Cruikshank will go to the line as Garden City Broncbusters are down by 1.
And he's the best free throw shooter on the team, 90%.
He'll shoot 2. Takes his time. Here's the toss. It's up and good. We're tied at 69. A chance to take the lead here for Rashard Cruikshank out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The deep knee bend. The toss. It's good. 70-69, and a timeout's going to be taken by Garden City as they will set their defense. A full 1 minute break coming your way. We'll take a half minute. 12.5 seconds to go. Dragons trailing by 1, but have the basketball. Busters 70, Dragons 69. We'll be back in a half minute.
We all like to save money when and where we can, right? You can do that every day at Salt City Pawn and Jewelry. Hi, this is owner Paul Phillips inviting you to stop in and say hi to our friendly staff. And while you're here, check out over 3,000 square feet of great merchandise priced at outstanding values. We don't have to offer huge sale prices for one day only when we do that on a daily basis. Save big over retail prices on firearms, electronics, guitars and amps, name brand tools, video games, jewelry, and more. See us at 916 East 4th and Hutch, just east of 4th and Severance. We're proud to be alumni and supporters of all Blue Dragon athletics.
Well, it comes down to this. The Dragons with the possession. They probably won't get another one. They need a point to tie. They need 2 to take the lead.
Sometimes you don't get those calls inside that you think you're going to get when the time is winding down. Hopefully they call the play out of the huddle. I'm sure they did. And see if Garden puts pressure or not on the ball.
If you're Garden, the one thing you want to do, you'd like to force Hutchinson to take a jump shot. The Blue Dragons, they're going to try to go inside and try to get a foul call.
All right, now pressure in the backcourt. Giles is back there. Also DJ Mitchell. Boubacar will inbound. Comes into Chris Giles. He'll bring it up. 10 seconds. Giles hands it off quickly. Goes to Malik Jacobs. Jacobs ices inside, a little looper. Doesn't go. Rebound underneath. And a foul called.
And the Dragons did not get much of a shot.
They didn't get the shot they wanted. A quick foul is going to be called. It's going to be whistled on Mitchell with 1.4 to go.
And it moves the ball to the other end of the floor, and it probably means the Dragons have lost for the first time this year on this floor.
And getting set to shoot the free throw will be Thomas. Trying to see if Hopkins is hurt or if he's just laughing hard. And I think he's just laughing hard. Free throw toss is off, no good by Thomas. So maybe an opportunity here for the Blue Dragons. Free throw toss, this one is up and comes out no good. Blue Dragons shove it up the floor. It's not there, and the Hutchinson Blue Dragons fall to defeat. A 1-point loss by the score of 70-69. Garden City prevailed. They came from behind after Blue Dragons had taken the lead. And give Garden a lot of credit. They got a little shaky toward the end, but they were able to hang on and come away with the big win, 70-69. We will take a 2-minute time out and add up all the numbers. Blue Dragons dropped a tough one tonight in men's action, 70-69 here at the Sports Arena. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
HCC Sports is brought to you by these